Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
My name is Swathi Maini and I'm the founder of Maini Renewables Private Limited. What we are basically working on is hydrokinetic turbines. I started off with my career, I was a mechanical engineer with an aerospace background that went into the nuclear industry straight away. And there we were solving the problem of spent nuclear fuel handling. And at that point I realized that that may be a very long-term problem for somebody else to solve. So I didn't want to be the creator of a new problem in trying to create clean energy. So then I started researching different methods to do renewable energy. So I looked deeply into solar power, into wind power, into geothermal energy. So all of these methods were available, but they were not other than solar and wind that are very prevalent today, and geothermal in Iceland, for example, is very prevalent nowadays. So I wanted to do something that could be used in India at scale and did not require as much of a capital investment. So hydro was a very natural go-to for me, that I started looking at water around me. I was already at a very remote location in England at that time, working at a nuclear power plant, watching the water flow in the North Sea. And I thought to myself that this flowing water needs to be able to generate some electricity. And then the engineering mind kicked in, and you see the density of water is 1,000 times more than air, or at least 822 times to be more precise than air. And that is what I took as inspiration to go into hydro. Then I started working on these vertical axis turbines over the last couple of years. So what these turbines do, they basically rotate with the flow of water. That water flow can be in canals, it can be in tidal waters, it can be in ocean currents as well. But to start things off and to keep things easy, we thought the canals are easy access, and there are more villagers that can have access to electricity, and it can be done at scale as well, because there is a very large network of canals that is available in India, and that is only being used for irrigation purposes. So if we have a second use for that same water for electricity generation, we'll actually be utilizing that same electricity for those villagers. So that's where the concept kicked in. How it works is that this is a cross section of a canal that we have built using a 3D printer. And this is a very small scaled model of a vertical axis turbine. So what a vertical axis means is that it is rotating in this axis, and this is the axis of rotation here. And so as the water flows across, the turbine will start to rotate continuously. And because water flow is so predictable, it can continuously keep rotating. The generator is placed on top of the water line. So the water line ends here and our bridge starts on top of it. So the generator and all the equipment can stay on top of water. From there we can connect it to either a load, like an LED over here, or we can connect a battery or any other kind of electrical components, including connecting it back to the grid. We can do that with the help of the existing wiring and designs for wind power. So each of these large scale turbines at 3 meters by 3 meters will be about 15 kilowatts in their power output, which is good enough to power at least 4 to 5 rural households, or a small industry for that matter. We are, a renewable energy company primarily because we're not consuming any kind of resources like oil or gas to produce electricity. It is an existing water source that is flowing for irrigation. So the first impact is of course climate action, and that we are producing renewable energy for the masses. And because we are able to do it at such a large scale, we can meet some of the Indian targets for renewable energy using this kind of a turbine technology. So currently the impact could be about at least 50 to 60 gigawatts if it is installed at scale, and when we take it offshore into the tidal and the ocean currents, then we can take it up to even 100 gigawatts. So this is the kind of impact just in India that we could have, and then other countries across the globe can also come in. Then as far as the rural electrification goes, because these turbines are small in their sizes, they can be taken up by a smaller community to power the local schools or even their households in the evenings. They can actually encourage more rural development, women empowerment, also rural small scale industries, and also for kids to come and study at night, right? Because a lot of times there is a power cut in the middle of the night. So we want that continuous flow of electricity to come to these households in the rural sector as well. And that has primarily been the driver for our technological innovation.